What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we are going to be doing another concrete penetration test. Concrete is a very real barrier in urban combat these days, so I like to see how it reacts to bullet impacts. Last time we had this stuff out, we just shot one round from a bunch of different guns to see how far it penetrated. Well, today I want to start a series on the channel where we test different guns versus basically a 100-pound, 12 to 16 inch deep slab of concrete to see how many rounds it takes to get all the way through. And like I said, we will do these videos with other calibers as well if you guys are interested. Let me know down in the comments. But today we are going to start with the 5.56, America's most popular rifle caliber. And instead of just using a boring AR, I thought for this video we would get out probably the coolest 5.56 we've ever had on this channel. The Steyr AUG A1. Like I said, this is the Steyr AUG A1, so it's the very first generation model from back in the 70s and 80s. And you don't really see this version all that often anymore. And I absolutely love this thing. Such an iconic rifle. If you haven't seen our first video on the Steyr AUG A1, you should definitely go watch it. We go over all the details of the rifle in that one. So let's get right into the test. 5.56 versus a 100-pound slab of concrete. How many shots will it take? Let's find out. As most of you probably know, I am left-handed, but you can't really shoot a bullpup left-handed or you'll get a mouthful of brass. So we're going righty. Don't make fun of me, I don't shoot like this very often. Let's make sure it's hitting the target first. Looks good. All right, let's put one round on the concrete. Check it out. I'm not really sure how far away I need to be to shoot this stuff safely, so I'm starting pretty far back. I might move up after the first few shots, but let's take a look. And that is actually a lot more penetration than I was expecting to see. It looks like on the back of the camera screen that you really can't see how deep that bullet went, but it's at least probably 1.5 inches into that concrete, and there's actually a piece of the bullet right there stuck in it. So not bad for one 5.56. All right, let's try a green tip 5.56, see what the difference is, then we'll start doing some mag dumps. This is a steel core round designed for penetrating hard barriers, so it should do better than the first one. Yeah. If there is one thing that those of us in the firearms and Second Amendment community understand, it's that you cannot rely on the government for protection. Not with your life and not with your wealth either. Throughout our lifetime, the dominance of the US dollar was unquestioned, but that may be changing. As we face unprecedented inflation, it's becoming increasingly important to shield your savings. Banks are failing left and right, and the government is discussing taking total control over all your money with a new digital dollar. Don't let your life savings become a casualty of failing corporations or currency wars. Now is the time to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They'll show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your wealth portfolio with physical gold and silver. With the finest products, amazing customer service, and a buyback commitment. American Hartford Gold has a 5-star rating from thousands of reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Tell them I sent you and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. So call them now. Click the link in the description or call 866-246-3273. That's 866-246-3273 or text SHOT to 65532. Again, that's 866-246-3273 or text SHOT to 65532. All right, well, I put that one a little bit lower so that we could see the difference between the two bullets, and the green tip actually cracked the plastic bucket, which allowed some of that concrete to kind of split off. But you can clearly see where it hit right there, and that easily penetrated 3 to 4 times deeper than the regular full metal jacket. No surprise there, that's what green tip is designed to do. It's a steel core bullet that really excels at defeating hard barriers. So let's do some mag dumps. And back to the regular ammo. We will go in 10-round increments. We just shot 2, so I've got 8 rounds in this magazine. They say bigger calibers are better at defeating hard barriers because it's a bigger, heavier bullet. But I know velocity is what defeats body armor. So I'm curious to see how these different calibers perform. Try to put these a little bit higher. It looks like they might be favoring slightly to the left, but we're definitely chewing through that thing. And this is what it looks like after the first 10 rounds. We've got quite a bit more damage than I thought we would from the 5.56. There's a very deep bullet hole right there. Looks like it's probably going another 2 inches into the concrete, and then we've got another one over here. So I would say we're probably at least a quarter of the way through this thing. But we've still got quite a ways to go. We got 10 more. This is just regular M193. I'm trying to keep them all in the same spot, but I'm not exactly sure where this thing's hitting. Oh yeah. "20 rounds in, and this is what it looks like. I would say we are over halfway through now. You can see it's just breaking the plastic the further we get into this concrete. That did not happen last time, so not sure if it's because the bucket is really old or what, but you can clearly see a bullet impact right there. And I think I even see some of the lead that broke apart on impact. That's probably our deepest point so far. Maybe that one over there as well. I'm not even sure if that's from a bullet. That could just be concrete that's breaking off from the impacts. But either way, we're getting there. All right, we got 10 more rounds, but the first one that I loaded is a military tracer. Probably won't see nothing. We're only 15 yards away, but let's try it. Well, I definitely saw it. I don't know if you guys did. It like stuck in the concrete and just burnt for 5 seconds. That was actually pretty cool. 9 more. It's raining concrete on me. Okay, that is 30 5.56 rounds, including 1 green tip and 1 tracer. And here is the progress. We are getting there, boys. I would say we're 2/3 of the way through this thing. And I don't know why there's bees over here. Oh yeah. That is what's left. Looks like maybe a bullet went in right there. And just to show you the backside of this thing, there are no exit holes. So nothing's gone through yet. I think we can do it in under 40 rounds. So within the next 10-round magazine, I think one of them is gonna sneak through. I actually just moved one of my slow-mo cameras to the back side of the bucket so that when a round does go through, we can know exactly which one it was. Let's do it. And if there's one thing we've learned today, it's that a good concrete wall is effective cover if you're being shot at with a 5.56. It looks like each bullet probably penetrates 1 to 1.5 inches into the concrete. So it's taken a lot, but we're getting there. All right, rounds 31 through 40 right here. I think this will be enough. Let's find out. We're through it. Now we just gotta find out which bullet it was. And here's what's left. I'm surprised I haven't found one bullet throughout this entire video. I've been looking. I assume they're all just exploding on impact. But around on the back, you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exit holes right there. And it does look like that scope is off a little bit to the left because I was putting them all pretty much dead center. So that tells me it was probably one of the earlier rounds that went all the way through this thing, because we have 6 exit holes on the back. Well, I'll have to watch it a little closer in the edit. On the back of the camera, it looked like it was probably number 4 or 5 that went through the bucket first, which would make sense with the amount of exit holes that we have on this thing. So for now, we'll just go ahead and say it took 35 rounds of 5.56 to get through 100 pounds of concrete. And then we'll use that when we compare it with other calibers in the future. That's about what I expected. That is a lot of concrete. All right, guys, there you have it. I hope you all enjoyed the Steyr AUG A1 versus concrete. If you want to see this with other calibers, let me know down in the comments. I think I would like to do it with, you know, bigger and bigger guns until we get up to the 50 cal and really test some cool ammo on it. So, hope you all enjoyed it. The Steyr AUG is probably the coolest 5.56 rifle I've ever shot, and anytime I can get this thing out, I love doing it. So again, if you did like the video, please hit the like button for me, guys. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.